You know it's a terrible feeling to think that somebody needs help, but you aren't able to help them. That is a feeling that I felt in a stream of water in the woods. Let me tell you the story about the Waterfall Mystery. There's an area in the middle of nowhere that has a waterfall. When I was in college, I went there a few different times with my friends to go swimming. The area looked like this. So there's a waterfall, and up above the waterfall there's a stream, and then down below the waterfall there's a pool that you can jump into. And in the summertime when it's hot, tons of people from all over come out to this little place in the woods to go swimming and jump into the water and stuff. And one time when I was at the waterfall, I wanted to see if I could climb it, so me and my friend Aaron swam over to the waterfall and started to climb it. Before we started climbing, we were standing on the rock shelf at the bottom. It was about 1 foot under the water at the base of the waterfall. Suddenly, though, Aaron turned quickly towards me, and immediately I felt something like flesh hit my shins. I said, "What was that?" Aaron said, "I don't know, it hit me." I yelled over the noise from the waterfall, "Yeah, it hit me in the shins." Now, on the other side of the pool of water, my friend Tommy was yelling something frantically, but I couldn't hear him because of the noise from the waterfall. The waterfall was like, psst, 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 and Tommy was over on a rock yelling and waving his hands in the air at me, but I couldn't hear him, and I started to get a bit worried, and I yelled, "Is someone drowning? Did someone fall off the waterfall?" And I started looking around, and I didn't see anyone in the water, but I was becoming increasingly concerned. Since I couldn't see anyone in the water, I swam across to get closer to Tommy, and I yelled, "Is someone drowning?" Tommy said, "No, it's a beaver. A beaver was on the waterfall and it jumped off the top right in front of you." Only Tommy and one girl from a different friend group seemed to believe that there was ever a beaver to begin with. Most of our friends didn't believe Tommy and told me that he was lying. Before too long, though, a girl showed us that she had been taking a video on her phone of her friend jumping off the waterfall right next to where we were standing. So here's the video. And here you can see that there is a beaver at the top of the waterfall.
Beaver! Beaver!
So there you have it, the mystery solved. Nobody drowned, so I was worrying for nothing. You might be surprised to find out that this wasn't my only experience with a beaver. One time, I was working third shift as a janitor, and lunchtime on third shift is 2:30 in the morning, because my shift was from 10 o'clock at night until 7:30 in the morning. So anyway, when I was coming back from my lunch, I saw an animal, and I stopped walking for a second. I thought maybe it was a groundhog, but it had a really long, flat, fat tail. You know, one of those big beaver tails. I was like, "I think that's a beaver." And my coworker was like, "Is that a beaver?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we laughed because there was no lake or river within miles of where we were. So I don't know why that beaver was there, but anyway, those were my two experiences with beavers. I found myself in a lot of interesting situations over the years. If you want to see some more of my other stories, or some fishing videos, you can check out my other videos on my channel. Hey, if you like what you see so far, go ahead and subscribe.